We're all surrounded by things, but which of these do you really need? What do we really need? It's an interesting question, and one that begs answering in a very careful way, because what one person needs is not necessarily what another person needs. So it's a very, very personal thing. However, because it is a personal question, it's also a question you have to ask yourself on occasion, and you have to come to a conclusion that holds true to you. What I'm trying to get you to think about is a very simple thing. What do you really need? And needing, I would like you to contrast with like to have. This being said, something that you want to have and that you would like to have can fall under the category of something that you need for an emotional reason. Something that you need for practical reasons can easily slide into an emotional level as well. Let me give you an example. You may have inherited a big silver ladle from your grandmother. That is an emotional item, yes, but if you use it every Sunday for your Sunday roast, it's a practical item as well, so there's no real problem. It's something you need because you use it all the time, which indicates you need it, but it also reminds you of your grandma. It can work the other way around. You might have bought something for a purely practical reason, and then you found that you like it so much that it has become an emotional item, which again fills the need on two levels. That is undisputed. If you think about I need something in the context of shopping, then it takes on a different meaning. I need something because I saw it is heavily influenced by advertisement, by peer pressure, by emotional state. You could be depressed and say, oh, if I buy this, I feel better. There are lots of reasons to buy things and to assume that you need them, only to come back home and find out that they may not have done what you set out for them to do. And adding insult to injury, you also bought something that you don't really need. So that is one situation where you want to consider, do I really need this? The same goes for practical reasons. You might be in a shop and you see a beautiful ladle and you think, oh, I need one. And then you come back home and you see, oh, I've got 3 of those already. Again, you should have asked the important question, do I really need this or don't I? Now, this is a question that influences a lot of things that come into our lives. And that should really be asked every single time. That is a question that is relevant for things that people give you, things that you buy, things that you find, things that you see and you take a liking to, but then you might change your mind along the road. Lots of situations where things come into our lives. And the same goes for things that have been in our lives and that have changed their value to us. That's the tricky ones. Things that you have been living with for a while, and then you have to realize that you're not using them and you don't really like them very much. So they're a different kind of question about, do I really need this? In this case, it's about breaking a habit. You're used to having those things, and you have to actively decide to let them go, rather than actively deciding not to take them in. It's a different aspect to, do I need this? But both of them, the taking in and the letting go ones, are very important concepts when it comes to limiting what you have to what you actually need on a practical or an emotional level. Take this as a hint how to deal with too much. Stop or limit how much you take in. and increase the amount of stuff that goes out. Try it out on things that you take for granted in your home to see if they really add value for you. And also try it out next time you're in a shop and you're thinking of buying something. Take a second to really evaluate if this new thing that you would add to your possessions is something that really adds to your quality of life. And if it doesn't, maybe think again if you really want to buy it. That's me for today. I hope this is helpful. Give it some thought, stay clutter aware, and come back next time. If you want more, there are options. Click the round logo to subscribe to this channel, or select the playlist in the middle to see more content, or check out the links in the description below. Oh, and feel free to like this video.